Hammock by Eagle Nest Outfitters. And the rope kit, there are 3 tiers to the rope kit. Each one, obviously, 1 being the cheapest, 3 being the most expensive. This is the tier 2. It is a nylon webbing. These great little bags with these kind of cool drawstrings. Take a look. This is some heavy duty webbing. And if you take a look here, throughout the web, or the webbing, the rope kit, it has these loops pre-sewn. It says 4 stitches, and it's doubled over on itself. And these are done throughout. Take a look at that sewing there. It has 4 stitches here, 4 stitches there, and then it is stitched here as well. And those are all throughout the kit. You're going to hang it around a tree. The opposite end of the rope has a larger loop. Put this end around the tree and feed the end of the rope kit through it. And once you pull it around, pull it through, the webbing grips onto the tree, and the gravity and the weight hold it down. And on the hammock there are carabiners. Now this is a double. The double is supposed to hold over 400 pounds. My personal opinion, due to the strength of the fabric, which is made from the same material used for parachutes, you could easily change out those carabiners to heavier weighted carabiners. I'd say the carabiners probably the weak point, not the fabric. There is a lot of stretch in these when you first get them. I have had this one for 2 years. I've used it on various trips, and so I'm going to set this up and give you a closer look. Bag on this stays connected to the hammock, and it's the middle point. So if you grab the bag and kind of jump it out, the carabiners and your hooks should be on each end. Oftentimes, due to the stretch in nylon, rope, and the slight give in the trees, you want it kind of setting quite high, so that when you set into it and it goes down, that you're off the ground at least 18 inches. And I personally like my head in at a higher elevation than my feet. You don't want to end up doing it the other way. When your head is the one when your head is at the lower elevation, the blood will rush from your body to your head. You'll wake up with a horrible migraine. Now with the double, it has twice as much material, fabric. So you can easily use this also when it comes to a cover element. It wraps completely around me and doubles up. So you could get inside this with your sleeping bag or your wool blanket and wrap this around you as an additional cover. Alright guys, just wanted to give you a little closer look at this Eagle Nest Outfitters hammock. Take a look. Here is the bag that I was telling you that's in the middle that it all packs into. They usually do use a two-tone look. There's different variations of the color. My wife got this for my birthday 2 years ago. So there's gray in the center and red trim with the red bag. Oftentimes, I won't say oftentimes, but a few times, due to the tree, the straps don't always line up where you would like it for the best fit to get off the ground where you'd like. So what I have done is I just tend to put a little overhand knot in it, and it works just fine, which is what I had to do here. Here is the carabiner. So you can see it's a max weight, it says right there, 400 pounds. This is not for climbing, and it is made by Eagle Nest Outfitters, where it just has a spring-loaded clip right there. That's why it's definitely not good for climbing. Well, carabiners for climbing, you want to be able to lock down that top clip so it doesn't come undone. Also, you got a heavy-duty rope here. Just has a overhand knot which makes the loop, and then it comes down to the end of the hammock where it's knotted again, and this rope is kind of woven into this pocket that's sewn at the end of the hammock, which it has 3 stitch lines and then lines across it in various places. Same setup over here, another 400-pound carabiner. And this material is the same material that parachutes are made out of. So easily 2 people could hang out in this thing quite comfortably, I believe. And so I've used it for, like I said, 2 years, taking it on quite a few trips with me. Benefits of hammocks are that you get up off the ground, especially in a hotter, arid climate such as Texas. Getting up off the ground to get that airflow on both sides of you is key for staying cool. When you're like this, you can get the airflow over top and underneath, cooling the whole body, which is important in a hot, arid type and climate. Also, you can use this to get off the ground so you can beat the conduction from the ground, sucking out your body heat, and it gives you for a much more comfortable night of rest. It only took me, less than 3 minutes probably to set this thing up and get it set where I needed it. I've done it quite a few times, so I kind of know around about where I have to set it. When I'm initially setting it up, it's usually at about shoulder height for me, and by the time I set into it, it ends up stretches down to about waist. And as you can see, where I'm setting, I'm roughly 18 inches off the ground, which makes for a good place to sit while you're enjoying a fire, doing your eating, carving, doing different camp crafts, camp tasks, but it also gives you a nice relaxing place to sleep or just to rest during the day. Say you've spent hours collecting some firewood and now you're just ready to chill for a moment, get off your feet. Say you hiked in for 9-10 miles and you're ready to kick your boots off, change out your socks, kind of get you off the ground, gives you a moment to relax, and just swaying in the wind. It's a really comfortable feeling. I prefer hammocks quite a bit when I go camping. A lot of people will use them just 3 seasons. You can use them in the winter as well, but what you need is an underquilt, which is basically just a means of insulating underneath and around your sides. So to do an underquilt, you just run a ridge line between the same 2 trees, and then you can take a army poncho, wrap around you, and tie at the top. I've modified my army poncho to do that. Maybe I'll do another video on that as well. So I'm just going to hang out here for a bit, enjoy this beautiful day, and relax. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless.